A new set photo from IT Chapter 2 has been released which unites the adult cast of The Losers Club. IT Chapter 2 is the follow-up to Andres Muschietti's IT, which is based on Stephen King's novel of the same name and revolves around a killer clown who preys on young children. Taking place 27 years after the first film, IT Chapter 2 centers on the now grown-up members of the Losers Club who have all moved away from Derry and the horrors they faced as children. Both the novel by King and the TV miniseries were set up in a similar fashion, so it wasn't much of a surprise when director Muschietti decided to do this as well. Related, IT director confirms director's cut is coming in 2018. First posted on Northumberland News via Chris Evangelista. The new IT Chapter 2 set photo shows the adult versions of the Losers Club walking down a street in Port Hope, Ontario, which will probably end up being a street for the fictional town of Derry, Maine. From left to right, the photo shows Jer Ryan, Ben Hanscom, Isaiah Mustafa, Mike Hanlon, Jessica Chastain, Beverly Marsh, Bill Hader, Richie Tozier, James McAvoy, Bill Denbrough, and James Ranson. Eddie Kaspbrak. The only cast member missing from the photo is Andy Bean, who will play the adult version of Stanley Uris. For people who have read the book or seen the TV miniseries, it's known why Stanley wouldn't be featured in a Losers Club reunion photo. Twitter.com/Salpsabagdu. The first IT was a huge success for Warner Brothers and brought in over $300 million from the domestic box office. A sequel was no doubt on its way, and Chapter 2 is now set for a September 2019 release date. Horror movies are usually not a guaranteed success, but with IT's current popularity and the first film doing incredibly well, it's safe to assume that IT Chapter 2 will have a smooth and dominating box office run. America seems to have a fascinating and fear of clowns after the mass amount of clown sightings that struck the country in 2016. The release of IT was no doubt released at the perfect time, much like Stephen King suggested. While Bill Skarsgård terrified audience members with his portrayal of Pennywise the Dancing Clown last year, Muschietti urged fans to bring your adult diapers since he is planning the sequel to be much scarier and more intense. IT Chapter 2 is still more than a year away, but there will no doubt be more updates as filming continues, and we will be sure to update accordingly. Source: Northumberland News. Via Chris Evangelista. Tags: It Too. Looking for an AD-free experience on Screen Rant.